Welcome to sports, everybody. I'm Chris Saunders. The sporting world has lost a legend. Tom Grant was literally a large looming figure in the sport of volleyball. As most recently a referee, he towered over the game from the first referee spot. A sometimes calm, sometimes forceful presence in the sport that some nights he kept the league running on his own and the rules unbending at the same time. Tom the Bird Grant was the first Bahamian to earn an international referee card from the governing FIV body for volleyball in the world. He was instrumental in organizing tournaments, the leagues, and the like. Tom the Bird Grant died last night at the age of 71.
He was a legend in his own time, you know.
He's outspoken, a man of his word. And like I say, until the time he got sick, he was always strong-headed. You couldn't tell him nothing, what to do, where to go, because he knew what he wanted to do, and he's very stubborn, but that was just Grandpa.
My father was a man in his own ways, right up to his death. He was Tom Grant, you know, strong, fighter, and always stuck on whatever he says he's going to do.
He had his jokes, and that was just him. He was independent. But you know, when he got sick, then I wasn't used to seeing him down, because he always used to be like, why going this way, going this way, let's do this, you know? But that's just Bird.
We could share stories together, even because, you know, even with the Dad and Lad show, when I was at SC, me and him was battling. And after he retired, he came and assist my program, my volleyball program. He come with the kids, and he'll tell me, say, that one, you should have that one, this one you should have, you know, and he tell me, well, this one bond fingers, you know, that could be your setter. And we share things, and that there is something, is a lifetime dream for you and your father to do things together and share the same knowledge what he has in reference to getting him the championships and helping him to win championships, you know. And so he shared those knowledge with me, and I carried him over.
No truer words than what his granddaughter said. That's just the bird. Condolences going out to the Grant family tonight, and also his extended volleyball family tonight as well. Tom the Bird Grant died at the age of 71 again. Moving on to some Olympic news now. The Bahamas Olympic Committee, along with Sports Federation leaders, with an emergency meeting last night. The rights of voters and the amendments to the Constitution, some sticky issues. And as Secretary General Romel Fish-Knowles tells us, the motion of executives being allowed to vote was defeated 13-7.
We had a very productive and spirited meeting, as was expected. But the members, by 2/3 majority, voted that the executive ought not vote. And I think, to be clear to the public, that even though there was a dissension amongst the executive, I understand that some of them thought that the process of getting the Constitution back from the IOC and back to Nassau was flawed. And you know, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And so, but last night the member federations overwhelming support the idea that the executive should not vote, and that was one of the contentious issues.
You also wanted some changes in the Constitution. Term limit, was that straightened out? Term
limit was approved. I mean, everybody. I mean, it was 16 years is a very long time for anybody to be in an organization, and we believe that it's good for any organization to have the turnover. And so, yeah, we agreed unanimously that the term limit should be installed in the Constitution.
So what does this mean now? When will elections be held?
Well, now the Constitution have to be amended to reflect the changes, and then it will be forwarded to the IOC for their vetting, and then after they would have approved it, and I don't think it's an issue because 80 to 90% of the document they've already vetted and approved. And after they would have done that, then there will be a 30-day stagger, and then we'll have elections. And it should go rather smoothly now that all the politics is aside.
Okay. Still talking elections, the candidates are out of the blocks and nearing the finish line as the B3A's elections will be held tomorrow morning. Incumbent Mike Sands, former President Kurt Hollingworth, and former Olympian Iram Lewis are all trying to garner those last-minute votes.
Those out there that are seeking office, to seek office on the merit of your performance, whether it's your experience or your ability to do something or your belief that you can do something. But there's no need to get other persons involved, particularly family members or other. No skullduggery, no mudslinging. Let us look at our record, our performance, whether you think we should be re-elected, and those who are seeking office. I ask those who are being courted, who have been campaigned to look at the individual, and determine whether or not this individual is qualified to handle the task that is before us.
I have a vision for the B3As in concert with members who I would have endorsed that will support me. I have no intentions of meeting with Aaron Lewis regarding the amalgamation of a team. I believe that on my own personal merit, that I should be able to garner sufficient support for me to become the next president of the Federation.
We did not point out the challenges. We point out constructive plans as to how we're going to go about solving these challenges. Believe me, we can do these things. As a group, together, we can do these things. We talk about the B3As being in existence for over 60 years. We don't have our own facilities. We don't have any assets. Yes, we have access to our athletes, but they're the ones that feel ostracized. They're the ones that feel on the outside. We need to empower them. We need to embrace them and bring them back into the fold.
Again, B3A's election set for tomorrow morning. We'll have coverage of that for you as well. Bahamas Football Association set to open its futsal soccer complex at Malcolm Park tomorrow. Special treat will be the Jamaican national team kicking it with the Bahamas. For our players, especially Nestle St. John, it's going to be a very competitive match.
I feel very confident. Team been training hard. Everyone been training hard, so everyone is well prepared, and it's coming out on Saturday to play a hard game.
You may be familiar with some of these Jamaican players that's coming in town.
Yeah, I have two of the players that I play with, former players at the team I play with first in Jamaica, so pretty much it's going to be exciting.
In terms of getting out there and getting on top of Jamaica, what do we need to do?
Well, we just need to go out and just play hard, and with God's grace we should come out victorious, and just perform for our country and leave it all out there and just have a great game and have fun.
Work going on today for the facilities at the Arawak Key as the Bahamas Speedway revival is just over a week away. Charles Fisher passed by earlier today to see just how things are progressing.
Earlier today here at Arawak Key, workers were busy putting the final pieces on Bahamas Speed Week, which is just 1 week away. I'm joined by the president, Jimmy Lowe, and the director, Brendan Folks, and things are starting to shape up.
Yeah, they are actually. We're a little bit behind, but the ministry and all the contractors are working very hard for us to catch up and make sure we meet the deadlines, which, as you know, the 25th is the start, and going into the weekend of the 27th, 28th to December 1st and 2nd is when all the action really pumps up.
Ronald, I see the tractors in the background are very busy.
Yeah, very busy. Charles, what is happening now is that the ministry is working with us to prepare this whole site for future. And this year, as you know, last year we had one car against a club. So this year we're going to have side-by-side racing. And in order for this event to move to the next level, we need to have side-by-side racing. And so what you're seeing now is the expansion of the track and the circuit, where as we come out of the pit area on the further western area, we are going to be able to have bracket. We're going to have like 6 to 8 cars going out at a time.
All right, that was our Charles Fisher reporting. And again, that's set for next week, also next weekend. Don't forget the All-Pro Show in basketball action at the Kendall Isaacs Gym. So a lot going on. We'll be there to cover it. That'll do it for sports.